Welcome back, geeks and gamers. It's Purple Raven, and we are about to continue our adventure at Hogwarts with Hogwarts Legacy. In our last episode, we did quite a lot. We learned Incendio. We did some dueling at the Crossed Wands Dueling Club. We invaded the restricted section of the library with Sebastian Sallow, and we found a book that had another memory in it for us to view, telling us that we are not the only one to have this ability to view ancient magic. There are at least two others in history that have been able to do so. A Professor Rackham and Isadora Morgana, I think was her name. I'm sure we'll encounter her again. At least I hope we will. I feel like we've now been introduced to her story. We need information. So that being said, our next item on the to-do list is to return to Professor Fig and let him know what we found. So here we go. We are going to begin this quest, or this assignment. And
you cannot be serious. Goblins working with Rookwood makes no sense.
It is rather unorthodox, to say the least.
Unorthodox? It's inconceivable. It's... Ah, Fig. You have a visitor. I'll see what I can find out.
Sir, I was able to search the restricted section while you were with Professor Black. It was a book we were after.
So... talk.
What? That's... Wait. You accessed the restricted section? But how? Thinking on it, perhaps it's best you spare me the details.
Fair enough. In fact, the book was below the restricted section, as it appeared on the map.
I want to hear everything. First, let's have a look. Oh dear. Some of these pages seem to be missing. It appears someone has got to the book before us. Still, I will need time to study what remains. Perhaps we can still salvage something useful, though it may take some time. I wonder why it was here, below Hogwarts.
I think I know, sir. I saw two more memories where I found the book.
Another pensive. Godric's heart.
The man we saw before, Percival Rackham, was a professor here. The first memory showed him and 3 other professors using ancient magic to restore a hamlet from a drought.
Miriam was right. And the second memory?
In the second, they were talking to a student who started as a 5th year, like I did. She could see traces of magic too.
Why those memories? Perhaps this book will explain. I'll have to take it with me to London. The headmaster has insisted that I speak directly to the minister about George's death.
What will you tell them?
What will you tell them about Mr. Osric's death?
I don't know how much I dare say. George tried to convince the ministry about Ranrock, but to no avail. My instinct is to follow the path we are on for the moment and keep the details to ourselves until we know more.
I understand. I'll see what I can learn about the missing pages while you're gone.
Good. Don't neglect your studies. Your wand work is improving by the day. But you'll want to pay attention in herbology and potions. There's more to magic than spellcasting.
Plenty to keep me occupied while you're gone.
You've done exceptionally well. I look forward to seeing all that you've accomplished when I return.
All right.
And don't neglect your friends. You may be surprised by how much you can learn from them as well.
Okay, so let's go into here. And we got a new legendary cape. Okay. And then we did, I think, yeah, we got new gloves. So let's put on the hunter fingerless gloves, but we'll end up taking them off. Or no, that's what we were wearing. Burgundy Quidditch gloves. But again, like I said, we'll end up taking them off because I don't want to just walk around wearing gloves. That's weird. So, no gloves. Okay. What do you still think we have new? Oh, we have wand handle. Cool. So what does that look like? Ooh, that's very Ravenclaw, you don't you think? Let's go with that. Okay. So let's see what we're up to next.
Meet me in Lower Hogsfield as soon as possible. I would like to talk to you about Rookwood and Harlow, and it might be best to do so outside of the castle.
Oh, she wants to know more, probably. Read mail. I did hit.
Weasley have asked that I teach you an additional defensive spell. Please complete the assignments I have given you, and then proceed to see me in my classroom.
Okay. So, Natty sent us Owl. So, let's look at what is on our quests, actually. Oh, world map. So, if she wants us to meet her... Hamlets are small communities throughout the world. Well, this is Lower Hogsfield. Okay. Exit the field guide. Okay. So let's get our bearings on what's next here. So I did not do that. At least I don't think I did that. Okay, so is there anything else that we need to... Oh, and Lucan. Okay, so there's one more round of crossed wands to deal with. Okay, good to know, I guess. Quests. Okay, so these are story quests as far as I know. Yeah. So that is that one, or herbology class. But we'll have to do Professor Hackett's assignment too at some point. So let's do the girl from Wagadu. I may have said that wrong. So we need to go south of Hogwarts. So I guess we want to go down here. Alright, but I don't think we want to go that way. We want to go this way and out this direction. Oh, look, there's a... We might need this later. Let's grab this. Flying class. Ooh, that means there's a flying class at some point. That's exciting. And Is this Hagrid's hut? Beast's classroom. So yes, that's Hagrid's hut. Alright. That was unnecessary. Couple of owls.
Revelio.
Seemed like a place that if you were going to put something, that would be a place to put it. Check out the balloon up there. Alright. Wait, I wonder... Hold on one second. This seems like a place you would find... Oh, I already found it. Apparently. Okay, well that's good to know. So that's kind of confusing. Like, Hagrid's hut... Oh, there it is. So the last place wasn't Hagrid's hut. This is Hagrid's hut.
Revelio.
There's some pumpkins. And some sheep and a chicken. Can I do anything with the pumpkin? No. Just worth checking.
This looks intriguing. Revelio.
There's some more toadstools up there. I think there's something there.
It is good to see you, my friend.
Alright, now we can get here easily without walking all the way. Let's talk.
Hello, Natty. How are you? I hope you've recovered from our rather eventful trip to Hogsmeade.
I am well, but I have been worried about you, my friend. With Ranrock and Rookwood and Harlow after you?
I'm all right at the moment.
We did not speak about it at the time, but I am hoping now you might tell me why they were looking for you.
Do we keep it to ourselves or do we tell her? I feel like Natty can be trusted.
They want something that Professor Fig and I found at Gringotts.
When were you at Gringotts?
Just before we came to Hogwarts. In fact, it's why I was late to the sorting ceremony. A portkey brought us there after the dragon attacked our carriage.
What on earth?
There's one more thing. It's a bit odd, if I'm honest. Professor Fig says I have a rare connection to a powerful form of ancient magic.
Is that the magic you used fighting the trolls in Hogsmeade?
I think so. I'm still learning, but I can see traces of it, and I've cast magic I can't otherwise explain. I know that's a lot to absorb.
It is. And I will have more questions. For now, it is safe to say that Rookwood and Harlow are a threat to both of us. To all of us. which is why I wanted to speak to you. I realized something that day in Hogsmeade. You displayed such courage fighting that troll, and Serona wasn't intimidated one bit by Rookwood and Harlow. Both of you have inspired me to take a stand of my own.
What sort of stand?
Men like Rookwood and Harlow are the reason my mother and I left Matibili-land. I am not going to sit by and watch them destroy my new home.
This could be dangerous.
Rookwood and Harlow are a dangerous pair on their own. And the fact that they're working with Ranrock, well...
All the more reason they must be stopped. Rumor has it that Theophilus Harlow runs Rookwood's day-to-day operations. Taking him down would cripple Rookwood's entire enterprise.
That may be true, but shouldn't Officer Singer handle someone like Harlow?
I spoke with her. She was polite, but perhaps understandably would not discuss details with a student. I overheard some of Rookwood's lot talking about a massive poaching operation that Harlow is planning. I was thinking that we could investigate a bit, try to get the evidence that Officer Singer needs.
All right. But how?
I am going to watch and listen, find out precisely what Harlow is up to. I shall reach out when I know more. In the meantime, remember, I am here if you need me.
Thank you, Natty.
Oh, that
Be
was
on
nice.
your guard.
Alright, so let's look for some
Your
chests.
pardon. How dare you threaten me?
What's going on here?
New quest. What kind of quest? Trials of Merlin. Okay. So let's go over there.
They must have come this way. Think!
I've no idea who it is you think I might have seen. I've been busy with my research. I do not have time to...
Victor Rookwood don't give a doxy's nip back your time. Oi! Speak of the devil. Mr. Rookwood would like a word with you.
A student? You can't be...
Enough out of you.
Leave her alone.
Stupefy!
You shouldn't be here. What are you doing? Bored! I'm bored up here!
Watch out! He's behind you.
I'll watch the light go out of your eyes.
Ashwinder do list. Okay.
I see you. Hang on. You can hold them off.
I'm not going anywhere with you.
You'll take this student over my dead body.
You're going to regret that. Don't think you're going to get her.
Did we get everybody?
What on earth just happened? I've never been accosted in such a manner, and so close to Hogwarts.
Let's talk to her.
Are you all right?
I am, thanks in no small part to your excellent defensive skills. Care to tell me why two Ashwinders were ready to dispatch me to get to you?
Ashwinders?
Victor Rookwood's thieves and extortionists, his little cronies. They seemed quite keen on you.
It's a long story, but thank you for your help.
Well, you've avoided them for the moment. Priya warned me things were getting dangerous. Best get moving on my research before they return.
Who's Priya?
You mentioned someone named Priya.
Yes, my wife. She's the one who piqued my interest
Yay
in
for
Merlin. Gave me a book when we were
LGBTQ
students
inclusion.
at Hogwarts. Typical hard-working Hufflepuff, brilliant potioneer, has her own shop in Nocturne Alley. She's a travelling vendor. Hears what's going on in the Highlands before I do.
And research.
You're a researcher.
Nora Treadwell at your service, historian and archaeologist specializing in Merlin's work and life.
I thought Merlin was a myth.
I thought that Merlin and the tales about King Arthur's court were mere myth.
Mere myth? You're lucky Sir Cadogan didn't hear you. Chatters on endlessly about his connection to Merlin from his portrait at Hogwarts. Merlin attended Hogwarts, you know, and I'm studying some curious fixtures he left here centuries ago.
Fixtures?
These vine-covered pillars, dozens of them, all around the area. I've taken to calling them the Trials of Merlin. I believe he created them as a diversion for his fellow Slytherins. He was terribly fond of puzzles and enigmas.
Then he should have been a Ravenclaw. Fascinating.
I can see why you're so interested in Merlin. I'd be keen to know more about the trials.
Well then, I'll let you in on a little secret. No one has yet managed to figure out how they work. But I believe I have just unlocked a crucial clue. I suspect that Mallowsweet is an important component in getting the trials to work.
Mallowsweet?
Versatile herb. Merlin repeatedly mentioned it in his writings. I had just arrived to test my theory when I was so rudely interrupted. You see, each swirl in Merlin's writing has a symbol in the center. That started me thinking, what if...
The Mallowsweet is meant to be placed at the center of the symbols.
Precisely. Would you care to do the honors? We can see what comes of our little hypothesis.
Okay.
I brought a trunk chock full of Mallowsweet with me. It's just over there by my tent.
This trunk?
Yes, take plenty, even if you already have some.
There we go.
I have the Mallowsweet.
Lovely. Now, notice the vines on these pillars here, as well as a stone swell on the ground. Each trial has these features. Place the Mallowsweet on the swell, and we'll see what happens. My word! Did you see that? The vines disappeared.
What should I do now?
This is uncharted territory. I am curious about these pyres.
Maybe... Incendio?
Incendio!
No.
Incendio!
Merlin's beard!
The flames make the pyre sink.
Something's happening.
Merlin's beard! How beautiful! What a day. I can hardly believe it.
All right. Cool. Where is she? There she is.
I take it we can call that a success.
We can indeed. However, I now have even more questions. How does it work? I must review my notes. I may have missed something.
Are all of the trials like this one?
Oh, not precisely. Well, I think each has those telltale vines and the swirl on the ground. You should feel free to solve them as you come across them. I believe I have what I need to continue my research. My guess is that each will also require Mallowsweet, which you can find in Hogsmeade should you need more. I really must be off. Such a pleasure to meet you. And do be careful out here. Now, I've got what I needed. I shall return to the safety of my notes and books.
Alright, so we completed a quest. And we leveled up. Okay, so let's see what we got in our quests right now. So now we need to go to herbology class, I think. So, locate on map. We want to go here, so let's click on that. And we really need that one, so but we'll go there. Okay. So V to get our little golden snitch showing us the way.
I'd like to retire to Hogsmeade.
There's something in there. I just know it.
And then we're gonna go down here. And oh look, there's another flue. Now we won't have to.
Oh, is she growing Punja's onion again?
Good morning, Professor Garlick.
How wonderful it is to see you again, Lenora dear. Oh, here. You'll need these for today's class. A little treat for your auntie. Ah, hello. Class, please welcome the newest rose in our garden. We do look forward to growing together. How thrilling it is to have everyone back together again. This year will be filled with enchantment and excitement, but the most important thing cultivated in herbology is knowledge. The prudent herbologist is no more afraid of the venomous tentacula than the bouncing bulb. Now then, today we will be acquainting ourselves with the mellifluous tuber known as the mandrake root. Accio. Let's see if we can't make our fibrous friends a bit more comfortable, shall we? First, let's protect our ears. Now, everyone, grip the mandrake by the tendrils and give it a firm tug.
Oh. Whew, that was intense.
The soil should envelop the root like a warm, dirty blanket, putting the mandrake right at ease. Reparo! I'm very sorry about that. Yours was a bit mature, I'm afraid. All right then, off you go. Splendid work, everyone. Now, for our next task, we'll be planting dittany at our potting tables.
Okay.
You can all get started. I need to have a brief word with our new student.
I wonder if hippogriffs like knotgrass.
Yes, Professor?
Firstly, well done with your mandrake. They can be rather difficult to get a grasp of.
I enjoyed it.
Actually, I enjoyed it. I couldn't help but catch your enthusiasm.
How kind of you. It seems you're already taking to herbology like a mandrake to fresh soil. Now, as I mentioned, next we'll be planting dittany. Let us find you some seeds.
I already have some, Professor. Picked them up in Hogsmeade.
You visited the Magic Neep. Wonderful! A prepared student is bound to bloom. I've arranged for you to have your own potting table here in the classroom. Wasn't easy to spare one on such late notice. Plant the seeds there now, and you can return to harvest them later. Even with soil, sunlight, and a bit of magic, they will take time to grow.
Okay.
Let's see how to balance my star thistle arrangement. Niffler's
Plants.
fancy or roses?
Dittany's restorative properties make it a vital ingredient in the Wiggenweld potion, as you all should know from Professor Sharp's class.
Okay, so it'll be ready in 10 minutes. Okay.
Well Well done! Once it can be harvested, your Dittany will be ready to use in Wiggenweld potion. I'll let Professor Sharp tell you about that. Now, what say we branch out? Introduce you to a different sort of flora, the Chinese chomping cabbage. You'll find that some plants are better suited to uses outside of a cauldron. The cabbages do get testy without something to chew. Fortunately, I have a dummy for them to gnaw on. Here, dear, and let them have a good chomping.
Yes, Professor.
They're in the other greenhouse. It's just at the end of the footbridge leading out of this room. Your classmate, Mr. Pruitt, has kindly offered to accompany you. Come back and see me when you're finished. Oh, and mind your fingers. They do bite.
Okay. So, where is Pruitt? That's not Pruitt.
The best time to plant a seed is last season.
Yeah, that's
The second
Everett.
best time is now.
Maybe Pruitt's already... Oh, there
Hello.
he is.
Saw you on your way to Hogsmeade the other day. Nice to meet you. I'm Leander. I'll be showing you the Chinese chomping cabbages. Up these stairs will take us there, but your lead.
Okay. He seems a little nervous.
Nice work in Defense Against the Dark Arts, by the way.
Does this work?
Excuse me?
Your duel with Sebastian. And he's good. Thinks he's really good. But you outright slaughtered him. It was brilliant. Here we are. Home of the Chinese chomping cabbage.
Okay.
Go on.
So
Grab a few of those cabbages. Just
collect.
now, see that dummy?
Yeah.
Just toss the cabbages at it, and they'll do the rest.
Tab. 1.
Lumos.
No.
Look at that. They'll chomp anything they can get their mouths on. Mum planted some in her garden last year to keep the gnomes out. Did save her the de-gnoming, but they left her honking daffodils in tatters.
Honking daffodils.
Vicious little bastards, aren't they? My kind of plants. Not like stupid booba tubers and bouncing bulbs. The kind of plants that'd have your back in a fight. Not saying you can't go it alone, but... Well, imagine that wasn't a dummy.
I suppose they could come in handy.
I suppose they could prove useful outside of the greenhouse. Nothing wrong with a bit of backup, even if it is from a cabbage.
It's chaos out there. Trolls in Hogsmeade and such. You can't be above throwing a cruciferous vegetable if necessary. Dogweed and deathcap has more of them, if you're keen. Other plants too. Ones your parents wouldn't plant in the garden. You get the idea. Anyway, we probably ought to head back to class. Take your time. I'll see you back in class.
Cacti. Let's try this one more time. So collect. Oh, but the training dummy is kind of... Okay, well, let's collect this for later anyway. Figure why not. And Revelio. Dirigible plums. This orange, radish-like fruit floats upside down as it grows. Some believe it can enhance one's ability to accept the extraordinary. Some more mallow sweets. Chinese chomping cabbage. There we go. Not grass sprig. More mallow sweet.
And with that helpful reminder as to why we should always wear our dragonhide gloves, I shall end our lesson here.
I do wonder about Professor Fig. He's hardly ever in his classroom. Most strange. I attended to the Chinese chomping cabbages, Professor.
Remarkable plants, aren't they? I hope they weren't too much trouble. Oh, don't see any bite marks or missing digits. And good, as you do seem to be quite green-fingered. Oh, I'm eager to see your skill in the soil continue to blossom.
Magical plants have so much to offer. I'm eager to learn more.
I'm glad. Herbology is a bounteous subject. Tend to your garden, and it will tend to you. Well, I suppose that's everything. Do come by for a chat sometime. I so enjoy checking in with my new students.
She's so delightful.
Those mandrakes are really relishing their new pots. Only cost me my damned hearing.
To make anything grow, we must first understand it. That goes for plants as well as friendships. Kindness and concern are as
All right, so where shall we go now? Let's check out our quests. And potions class is next. So, locate on the map. And looks like this is probably the closest one, maybe? Alrighty, we're gonna go to potions without Snape! Alright.
Maybe Aura's or someone from the Ministry guarding the school after the incident in Hogsmeade.
Okay. Who is this?
Potions is one of the most challenging and hazardous subjects taught at this school. As fifth years, you will be required to reach new heights of both discipline and intellect. You will begin this term by brewing a Wiggenweld potion. Mr. Takar, can you tell us why this particular potion might come in handy?
Yes, Professor Sharp. The Wiggenweld potion can be used to sterilize and even heal a variety of injuries.
It can heal some injuries, but not all. Points for Ravenclaw.
Woo!
Before today's class is completed, each of you will have brewed a Wiggenweld potion of your own. You never know when you might need it. Please begin.
Alright. Oh. It looks like this is a cinematic.
Use a strong, even motion when crushing your ingredients.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
Please be meticulous when adding powder to your potions. One errant sneeze could be disastrous.
That's a really big ladle. Okay.
I see most of you have not forgotten how to stir. Not an easy potion to brew. Well done. And from what I hear of your recent exploits in Hogsmeade, you'd also do well to practice brewing the defensive Edurus potion. Professor Weasley had you acquire the recipe from J. Pippins, correct?
Yes, sir.
Good. For the moment, you can find the ingredients you need in my office. But in the future, you'll be expected to provide your own ingredients. Some can be harvested from the plants you grow in your herbology class, and rarer ones can be purchased. Others, however, may be harder to obtain, and will require you to be a bit more resourceful. Come and see me when you've finished brewing, and we'll see if it was skill or luck the first time round.
Okay. So we're going to go to the office to collect things.
My parents considered keeping me home from school this year after the rumors of a goblin rebellion.
Did I hear Professor Sharp say that you have permission to go into his office?
Oh no.
He did say that. He wants me to get more ingredients to brew another potion.
Brilliant! You, my friend, have been presented with an extraordinary opportunity. I'm Gareth, by the way. Gareth Weasley. Bit of a prodigy with potions, if I do say so myself.
Pleasure to meet you. Wait, are you related to Professor Weasley?
She's my aunt. Keeps too close an eye on me for comfort. Ugh. But she can't be everywhere. Listen, anyone with a troll-sized brain can brew an Edurus potion. I'm working on something that's certain to be spectacular. I'm just missing one tiny last ingredient that will add that extra spark.
I suspect that's where I come in.
You're as clever as I'd hoped. I simply need a single Fwooper feather. As you'll already be in Sharp's office with his permission, perhaps you could grab it for me.
I don't know if that's a good idea.
I don't know, Gareth. I don't want to get on Sharp's bad side.
You won't. Fwooper feathers aren't that valuable. Sharp won't even miss it.
Oh, do we do it or do we not do it? That is the question. Fine.
Very well. I'll bring you a Fwooper feather.
I'm gonna regret this decision.
Wait until you see what I'm brewing. Hurry back to me when you have the feather.
Your
Ashwinder eggs. A chest with some cash. There's that Fwooper feather.
Precision is key when brewing potions.
Here's the Fwooper feather you wanted.
Brilliant! Thank you. This is going to take a moment to brew. You should get back to brewing your Edurus potion, and I'll tell you when this concoction's finished.
Okay.
Efficiency and potions are two things that cannot be rushed.
I don't have
patience
pork love
and be
juice.
thorough.
Oh, Edurus potion. 30 seconds.
And now we add the mallow sweet, and... That's odd. What's happening? Wait, it's not supposed to... Ah! Dragon Tongue! What happened?
Well done, Gareth.
What now, Mr. Weasley?
Sorry, Professor.
That'll be points from Gryffindor. Again. Mr. Weasley did not do this on his own. His accomplice will answer...
I brewed an Edurus potion, as you asked, Professor.
I'm surprised you had the time. You seemed rather busy helping Mr. Weasley brew chaos.
See, I knew that was a bad idea.
I'm sorry, Professor. I was merely trying to help a friend.
Taking responsibility for one's actions does go a long way with me. I shall assume that you've learnt a lesson. As for the work you did today at your own cauldron, I will say you've done well. I confess I was skeptical, given the advanced nature of this class and the fact you're a new student.
I'm glad I was able to meet your expectations.
A rare occurrence. And you do well to remember that you're not a potions master quite yet. In addition to having a solid grasp of how to combine various ingredients, you should gain an understanding of the ingredients themselves. Pay particular attention in herbology. The plants you nurture there are often essential to the potions you brew here. Now, I recommend that you find a safe location in which to practice brewing. You cannot leave a hot cauldron simply anywhere. That'll be all.
Okay.
I think each of us has had enough excitement for one day. Class is dismissed.
Professor Sharp must have learned a lot during his time as an Auror. I wish he talked about it more.
Okay.
Ugh, my roads are going to reek from Gareth's inspiration for the rest of term.
I hated learning banishment. Never had such a student.
Greetings. I understand you're quite the enterprising young Ravenclaw. Professor Fig tells me you found a long-lost book for him. I'd like to talk to you about it.
Okay. You know what, everybody? This might be a good place to pause in our adventure. Because the next is Ollivander's heirloom, and that takes us back to Hogsmeade. So I think what we're going to want to do is pause here and return in a bit. Let's make sure that we don't have anything waiting for us. Okay. Yeah, this is a good place to pause. So, thank you very much for joining me on today's adventure. If you enjoyed the video, give it a like. And if you'd like to see what happens next on our Hogwarts adventure, go ahead and subscribe to the channel and then turn on notifications so you know every time we drop a new video. Thank you for joining me for Magical Mondays in Hogwarts Legacy. And until next time, everyone, geek out, game on.